Hello and welcome back to Boom Academy. You're now in our third video of our series, The Recording Room. In this video, we'll help you set up your recording room. It is strongly suggested that you enter the room with plenty of time prior to the time of your expected guests, just to give yourself sufficient time to prepare and customize your recording room. Once you've created the session, you will automatically be directed to the dashboard as we spoke earlier. To enter your recording room for the session you wish to record, click on the coral-colored Enter Room. Once in here, the next screen will be Best Practices for Recording. Click Continue. Now this is where you will manage your session and manage your room. This is where you can join as. You can type in your name. Let me just take away the last name and just have a first name. You will see that there is a camera choice over here. You can choose whatever camera you would like. I'm going to pick OBS Virtual Camera. You can pick the mic, what mic is being powered right here, and you can pick the default headphones right here. And as you do that, you can test them by clicking play the sound, and you should hear it playing in your ears or whatever speaker system you have. Echo cancellation is automatically on. And if you're not able to access the mic or camera, there's some helping tips here. Now you'll click Next. This is where you will have a live stream options. If you've set up your live stream options, they will be here ready to click. Right now, we have them off. I don't have anything else set up. We will talk about all of the live stream stuff later at a later date. Click Enter Room. Now that you're in your room, you can see that we have everything that you have in your room. What we'll do is right here, we'll go left to right and top to bottom to discuss each one of these. So this is where you're going to start your recording. We're not going to actually start the recording right now. We're just going to discuss everything over here for the layout. These choices over here will change everything you see on the screen. If it's not there, just go to Customization and it pulls it back up. Layout, this will be a choice when you have more than one person in the room. You will actually see different choices of how you want the configuration to be. Banner, when you click on banner, this will change the color and the wordage inside of this. So if you want it to be yellow, you can change it to yellow. If you want the wording to be red, you can change it to red. If you want to change the wording, or let's say here I've already got Boom Demos 1 in there. I didn't capitalize it. Let me just capitalize it, make it look a little nicer. When you click out of the box, it'll change the D to the capital. But you can change whatever you want your banner to say, or you can turn the banner off completely. We'll keep the banner on for now. Once you go to primary logo, this is where you can tell your primary logo left, bottom, top right, bottom right. And you can upload a new logo if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and act like I'm uploading a new logo. And we'll go to Logos. We'll go to Good Logo. Once you have that, you can now stretch it to be as big as you would like. And that's how you save that. And click Save. Your secondary logo, right now it is default to Boomcaster, but you can upload a secondary logo if you have a sponsor or something, and that will generate in the bottom right. Background, essentially this is the background of your screen. And you can choose whatever color you would like. I like the black background. I'm going to choose that. And these buttons here we'll be discussing later. These are your intros and media. You can upload one media at a time at this time, and when you hit play, it'll play over your podcast. But you can search intro videos as well. It'll play as soon as you go into the room and you hit record, it'll start playing the intro, and then when you hear your music fade out or what have you, you can start talking and introduce your guest or what have you. And media is the same thing. If you would like to play something in the middle of a session, you can upload it one at a time. Make sure that it's on, click play, and it'll start playing it right over top. If it's a video, it'll play a video. If it's an audio, it'll play an audio. But we're going to go ahead and shut that off at this time. And down here to the left is where you can have different things. Your microphone off and on, where you can hear or mute yourself. If you do mute other people, they have to unmute themselves. You cannot unmute them. you'll have to ask them to in the chat to mute themselves. This is where you can turn on or off the video camera. Turn it back on, should show up. Once again, this is the customization area where you can actually customize what you have here. We're going to close that window because we've discussed that already. This is the chat box where you can chat with anybody that's in the session, whether it be a live stream or just in the studio. This is your settings. This takes you back to all the different things that we set up as we came in. I'm going to hit cancel on that just to not mess anything up. And then if you'd like to raise your hand during the session, you can raise your hand, and whoever your guest is will have a hand pop up, and your host knows that someone is trying to ask a question. This is where you can find the link again. Let's say you're talking to someone and you want to send somebody a link. You can copy the link and tell them to be a producer or an audience, and we'll discuss the producer and audience at a later time as well. But this is where you can actually copy the link as well within the session and go ahead and go to another tab and email it to them. If for any time anybody freezes, the best thing to do is to come up here to the refresh button and hit refresh. That will restart everything. It'll actually ask them to come back in the room, or they'll automatically come back in the room. Okay, you are now ready to receive your guests. In the next video, number 4, we'll show you the process in which your guests go through to be able to come into the room, and what you see and how to bring them into the room. Thanks for joining Boom Academy.